Hopefully it's nostalgic for you if you watch the old ones. This is exactly what you need. This is what the world needs right now.
Nice.
Is just this good, honest, nuts and butts laugh.
Yeah. Nuts, butts, and busts. So welcome back to a cover, everybody. This is an internet review show. My name is Anthony.
And my name is Craig.
That's it. Okay, so I'm going to take it from here. I'm just kidding. Craig, go for it.
That's it. We are back. It's been a while since we've done a review, okay? We're changing up the format a little bit. And guess what? Today, we are reviewing Jackass Forever, which is the new Jackass movie.
Yeah.
The boys got back together. These are middle-aged men getting together to, punch nuts.
Pushing
and stuff.
senior
and
man.
stuff. Yeah,
Like-
exactly.
Like, it's down the line here. So yeah, they are, and it's and if you've seen any kind of not reviews but interviews with the cast members as of yet, they'll say themselves, and we can verify they don't. It's Jackass still. It's not like it's not 53-year-old like Jackass. It's fucking 1999 again, 2001. MTV's back, and this was Jackass Forever. It was,
and they
pretty
don't
good.
pull any punches. Some might say. Do you get that one? He's seen it. Yeah, he gets it. Okay.
Oh.
We're not going to spoil. I don't really want to go through and spoil everything that happens. I kind of want to just talk about what we thought of it. And I also want to talk about more broadly, because we did mention this on our main show, an internet show, that we wanted to watch this movie.
Go watch that.
When it came out. And of course, we want to watch it. And Jackass is, for those that have seen the movies in the past, everyone knows these movies are not really like other movies in the sense that they're more of a compilation of a bunch of guys, turning
being
on
dudes. A bunch of guys being dudes.
Well, even more than that, like kind of turning on their like unga bunga caveman brains for a little bit and just doing ridiculous stuff with no other really value beyond that. And I don't know. I've always loved the Jackass movies. Mm-hmm. They've always cracked me up. And I don't know what it was. It's been a long time since one has come out. I don't know what it was, but this was somehow like the most refreshing and fun experience I've had at a movie.
Really?
So long. Like, it was so long.
It was pretty good. And there was a lot of good, like, real deep belly laugh moments.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to steal your thunder, but I want to hear why it was so good for you first.
Well, I guess, first of all, comedy in general, I feel like has been lacking for a while. Like, I haven't gone to a movie and just, like, laughed my ass off.
Fair.
And even thinking, like, movies that we've watched recently, like, we reviewed Don't Look Up, which is kind of a comedy.
Yeah.
And I
sure.
It's like... But like we're in a time right now where it's really hard to not have messaging and all like the other stuff crammed in and kind of crammed down your throat all the time. Whereas Jackass just takes this totally like wild, carefree, like lowest rung comedy thing ever, and then but like takes that to the biggest extreme ever. And yeah, I don't even know what to say. Like I was just buckled over laughing the entire time. Like that's like the most I've laughed out loud in a long time. It felt great.
Sorry to cut you off, but yeah, I was going to say,
I deserved it.
There's something that's like weirdly beautiful about how simple it is. Because you're right, it's like not just that you kind of like everybody has a message. It's almost like society puts this pressure on all art and creation to have a message that's deeper. Like for example, we're shooting this just after the Super Bowl. Did you watch the halftime show?
No.
Okay, well I was sitting there, and halftime shows even themselves, just to kind of go off on a little tangent here, have transitioned from like this thing that used to be this great show to now where it's like everyone. I was sitting there watching, being like, this is great and fantastic, but it's literally like there's like
so much.
Like there's literally like a plot and theme, and it's like that's like not just comedy, it's everything. So it's so refreshing that like because I think of like the way that they are and what they're doing, that they get this free pass to just be like not do any of that, and everybody still loves it. And so it was very dope. And
to be clear, the reason they get that free pass is because they do this stuff so well. The pranks in this movie, literally everything they did in this movie was everything you know and love about Jackass. But they're old now, and they ramped up the stakes which seems so impossible. Like they've gone through so much crazy stuff. It seems impossible that they would actually come out with a good movie. And they did. They just nailed it.
Yeah.
I have to say, one moment that stood out to me, everything, like if you guys remember the older Jackass movie, I can't remember if it's Jackass 2. I think it's probably Jackass 2, where they do the dark medicine ballroom.
I don't remember that one.
It's absolutely hilarious. They turn off all the lights and start throwing like heavy medicine balls at each other. They basically took that concept and ramped it up to like 1 million.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I can't. I actually, that might have been the hardest I've ever laughed in my life. I think that was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
That was
I'm
the funniest
being
one for you?
obviously hyperbolic, but I think that was the funniest one for me. In the dark room. If you guys have seen it, you know. It was.
That was pretty good.
It was the way that they edited it somehow was amazing too. Like whatever. I thought that part was just so fantastic, and that's like one of many, many, many scenes that I thought were just so. It's just one thing after another that even if you don't like what's going on, you're gonna you're probably gonna like what's coming out next. You know,
Yeah.
In that, like, you don't really have to sit and wait around and be like, oh, this one kind of isn't my jam. It's like 2 seconds later, you're like, oh, this one is my jam. You know, it's great.
Exactly.
So you got a special one?
Nothing stands out crazy. I was a big fan of all the celebrity cameos. So, for example, you had Tyler the Creator make an appearance, Eric Andre. Who else was in there? I don't even remember. But
MGK.
MGK, yeah, him too. And just like seeing these celebrities being like, and obviously for them it's like, oh my god, this is Jackass and it's so sick or whatever. They watch it and still it's just like, no, this is fucking Jackass. Like, these shocks aren't fake Tyler the Creator. Like they still fucking hurt. But my favorite is
like they hurt a lot.
Like, obviously I love just like nobody. Like, just being caught off guard in general is always so funny, but when the one where Eric Andre is like ordering the coffee, it's like it like pops him in the face.
I know
that one to me was like, that'll always get me because it's just like, it's like that, or like whenever like or like when Steve was on the toilet, just getting somebody when they're at their lowest and really not expecting it is just like, fuck, because even the like room is like when we go in a room, like you're like, I'm on Jackass, like I always gotta like have that on a swivel, but it's like you're grabbing a coffee, you get just popped in the face. Anyway, so that was it for me.
I will say, I don't think Jackass is going to be for everyone.
I don't think you have to be a Jackass fan or necessarily a dude to like appreciate
it.
Because it is so simple. I would agree it caters to us because we can get there in a fucking heartbeat. But yeah, like I don't think you have to because like I mean we went with somebody who never really seen like Jackass before and like they still enjoyed it. I believe, right?
Yeah, so it's an experience. Just like, when it's a new thing, it's probably like even more exciting because like if you haven't seen the older ones, you go watch this one, you're gonna be like, this is like, I can't believe people are doing this. It's insane.
Definitely the moment though. When, like I remember in the theater and I looked over at that person during like a few more how should we say this, colorful moments, and I just saw just like hard crit because it's just like if you don't know what to expect again. Yeah, it's real deal Jackass. There's dicks and cum everywhere, so you know,
literally,
like literally. So you know,
that's part of the beauty of it, right? It's like it's. I don't know how to. The best way I can summarize it is a group of friends having so much fun with each other, messing with each other in a way that sometimes feels like they might cause psychological damage, but somehow it's funny.
Yeah.
And just, you know what? Just doing stuff that you wouldn't normally ever see anyone do. Like, no one would willingly do this stuff unless it was in this context. And they're the only ones that can really do it.
Yeah.
They find that limit and they push it and they do it every time. And it's hilarious. And it brought me joy. I like seeing that, you know what? A lot of these guys, I think, are all sober now, too, which is huge. Like, they've made huge strides in their own lives. And they seem like just genuinely happy, down-to-earth people now. As weird as it sounds, you know?
100%.
There's also the addition of a woman in their group now.
And a dark E man like myself.
Yes. They brought his dad on, which was also hilarious.
So
funny. He's like,
oh my god,
you haven't seen it? He's like this kind of like ex-con, pretty hardened guy.
Yeah.
And they peel back his layer of toughness and show his fear, and it is just hilarious. Like, I don't know. So I can't really say enough good things about it. I would have liked to see more about the woman they brought on because she was good, and it's nice to see that diversity in there. But I think if they were to do more, if there's another crew that continues on and kind of carries the torch from here, they can get her in and do lots of stuff. So
yeah, and that's I guess that's what's going to be kind of my lead into my Apple, not my Apple core for this episode. It's just that like I think they did a very nice job of calling forward kind of Jackass to come and introducing the not just like those few cast members, like there was multiple cast members that were new, and it kind of really did feel like a handing off of the torches to this the next generation. As like I'm sure there's a lot. I mean, I hope this is the last time we're gonna see like Steve-O and Johnny Knoxville and Preston.
Yeah, I don't want them to die doing this.
Exactly. So it's like man, like you've put in your service. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
You've established this like legacy. You've brought joy and humor to millions. Like.
I mean, the thing that Johnny Knoxville's big moment in this, I don't even think it's funny, but it's just like,
oh, what the fucking bull?
Just to do it. Yeah, sorry. I think that's in the trailer. I think it's fine, but like that moment is Jackass. It's like, okay, just stop doing it now.
Yeah,
please.
Like real deal pain.
It was actually so scary to watch that. It was like wasn't even funny. I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I care about my body too much to ever do anything like that. So thank you, Jackass boys, for bringing us humor and laughter for all these years.
And you know what? I will also say everyone If you're looking for something you can kind of just turn your brain off to and have a genuine laugh, see some stuff that you haven't seen in a while. Hopefully it's nostalgic for you if you watch the old ones. This is exactly what you need. This is what the world needs right now.
Nice.
It's just this good, honest, nuts and butts laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nuts, butts, and busts.
So what are you going to rate this then?
You didn't like that?
Yeah, I hated the bust
You
part.
didn't like the
When
bust
you added
part?
the bust part, I
That
didn't like it
was
at all.
It's pretty topical. I was gonna put
My
that
brain
right
actually
there.
trailed onto something else, and it was actually a good joke. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
let's
It's my
wrap it up
fault.
with Apple Core. Fuck you, I'm just moving through it.
Yeah.
And our rating, real quick. I'll
Okay.
start. My Apple, I said, passing the torch. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
My Apple Core, Craig already said, actually. I think I would have liked to see the lady do more shit, because I thought she was fucking badass in the things that she wasn't. I thought she was badass. I would like to see her some more. Hopefully more females can get onto the cast. And
your
my
rating?
rating out of 10? Fuck. 7.3.
That's ridiculous. That's a horrible rating. I couldn't disagree more.
In all cinema. You're gonna rate this higher than that?
This is like I literally said at the beginning. You don't compare this to all cinema. You can't compare this to other cinema. This is a completely different experience.
Well, then let me retract.
Okay, yeah, was for like let's go within Jackass movies or this kind of
10.
line. Yeah, there you go. That's
a 10.
That's what it is.
It's perfect.
I completely agree on the Apple Core part. I would have loved to see more of Rachel Wolfson, and hopefully we do in the future. I think my Apple, my nice Apple, my good Apple, the thing that
You're
I
not
liked about it,
rotten, cored up.
friendship, man. That's honestly what it is. The camaraderie is so palpable, and there's something really beautiful about it. It's what I needed. It brought me joy, while at the same time making me like cringe and suffer and laugh.
You're
know,
rewatching Naruto right now, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
So the power of friendship.
The power of friendship. Yeah, it's much like the power of friendship in Jackass, Naruto. And yeah,
That's what
totally.
I'm saying.
And I
Rate
gotta
it.
give this I'm just gonna give it a 10 out of 10. As far as Jackass go, I feel so good for them that they were able to make this happen.
Yeah.
And that they were able to end on such a high note, where it's like all of them seem at like kind of good points in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's some sad stuff going on between like Bam and then obviously Ryan Dunn passed away, but it seems like all of them are in such a good place now, and so many of them have recovered in just the craziest shit. So it's like I don't even know.
It's just good to see,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And it's like good seeing it come full circle. Please stop making movies, you old farts.
Yes.
You know, you've done your time.
Yes. And with that said, what do we do when we end these?
I think we should
can't
just kind of
remember.
talk until it's over.
Okay,
but
well, that's gonna happen right now.
No. It's gonna keep
it's gonna happen
going
right
now. No, because I wanted to bring up the fact that you brought up the Naruto and then the
You brought up Naruto.
and the Nindo way. Well, you can't.
You brought up
you
Naruto
can't
and the
bring up-
Nindo way.
you
It's
can't-
cut now.
You can't bring up the power of friendship and expect me to let that slide.